After all players have completed their occupational actions at the end of a season, there are special steps that must take place. So you'll notice that our tracker is on number 3 for spring. So we're at the end of this season. So when we come over to our helper mat, at the very bottom, you'll notice it says end of season order. The first thing that must be completed by all players is if they have houses, they will receive rental income. We can look at the special resources mat to see which players have houses. So the green player has a bamboo hut and the orange player has a limestone house. When we come back to the helper mat and look at the house table, we'll notice the bamboo hut generates 25 silver and the limestone house 100 silver. The next step for the end of season order is to perform shopping. All players can shop at the marketplace, but you'll notice that food and drink cost 5 times the normal amount and everything else is twice as expensive. If you hadn't prepared at the beginning of the game and bought appropriate food and drink for a discount, you may want to do so now if you're short. Also, if you need to prepare by purchasing or selling some resources that you either produced last season or you want to buy for next season, now would be the time to do so. The third step is to perform tending to animals. This only applies to wintertime. And basically that just means you need to feed your animals. Hay does count as a food source for animals. And finally, the fourth step in this process is to feed yourself and your family, which requires food and drink, of course. It is always 5 drink. The food is variable based on the season you're in. In the spring, it's only 1 food. Summer's 5, fall is 7, and winter is 10. If you are short food, you will lose some prestige points. At the beginning of each season, there are 2 possible things that happen. One is if there's a volcano somewhere on the terrain, it may erupt. You roll 1 die, and if it's a 1, it does erupt. You'll have to refer to the manual to describe what happens in that case. The next thing that happens is a random event. So we look at our season tracker, and we'll see that we're going to summer now. So we flip over the summer card to reveal what type of event happens. In this case, it's the sinkhole. So you lose one of the following: a granary, tower, or house. Spelunkers may perform an extra action and explore the sinkhole during this season for 2 additional points. So once you flip the card over, just simply move it over 1 and move the turn tracker as well.